like a relaxing working environment to start the week. I think I better tackle this before I start anything else today. Okay, slightly better. I can see the wood of my desk, which is always a solid start to a Monday morning. If you can actually see the surface you're supposed to be doing some work on, I call that progress. I feel like I'm doing this whole lockdown thing wrong. Everybody seems to be doing about 5 hours of cleaning a day on my YouTube and my Instagram. And here I am. I can't actually see my desk when I sit at it, but now I can, so that never happened. Welcome back to my channel. How's it going? Happy Monday. Oh no, it's not Monday. Wow. Wow, time has really lost all meaning, hasn't it? That's just confirmed it. It's not even Monday, it's Tuesday. Yesterday was Easter Monday, so it was a day off. Hope you all had a nice long double whammy bank holiday weekend. It was a bit bittersweet, wasn't it? I mean, it's always the best weekend of the year, and it was still really nice. We had a super nice few days, actually. I feel very relaxed. I really think that they should have just scrapped the bank holidays while all this is going on and stuck them at the end of the year instead. I made cream egg brownies, which were a roaring success, actually. Much more successful than the birthday cake, which shall not be mentioned. The cake who shall not be named. So we spent a load of time in the garden, which was really nice. Cleaned the bathroom. Nothing says bank holiday like cleaning the bathroom, does it? Oh, Saturday night was a big one. I ended up getting pretty drunk, actually. Made a batch of margaritas because I thought, why not? When I spoke to my friends from home a couple of days ago, Steph said, if you're not spending lockdown living like Henry VIII, then what's the point? And I thought, cheers to that. So yeah, Saturday revolved around making margaritas and playing bongos bingo online with my friend Jenny. That was great. And yesterday, I think I spent about 7 hours trying to do a Harry Potter puzzle. So it's a real roller coaster of different vibes at the moment, isn't it? Anyway, the long weekend is done. Last night we were saying 4 days of nothing and not being able to go anywhere is actually quite a lot, so kind of grateful in a way to have a little bit of structure again today. We're back on the work wagon. Adam's already had his first conference call of the day, and I am at my desk trying my very best to psych myself up to start my receipts for my taxes before I dive headfirst into that super exciting adventure. I'm debating actually going for my walk first thing today. I literally have not left the house in, is it 3 days? It's 3 days, because the last time I went out was on Saturday to try and hunt down tequila. That's how my lockdown's going. How about yours? Quite fancy just plugging myself in, listening to a podcast and going for an hour's walk. So I think I'm actually going to start today with that. That sounds like a much nicer thing to do than sitting here trying to find a receipt for a coffee that I had last April. Brunch, some smoked salmon, cream cheese, loads of black pepper. Delicious. Also just making the very exciting selection of what type of tea to have today. 3 ginger. I think I've got enough ginger in my life today. Lemon ginger, manuka honey. I mean, if this isn't the wholesome content that you signed up for, my friends. Love tea. Excuse me? Rose, chamomile and lavender. Let's go for that. I mean, to be honest, sounds kind of revolting, but I just want something warm because it's cold. How cute is this, by the way? Adam was in need of somewhere to put his posh rock salt, and I found this on the Anthropology sale. I thought it was so pretty. It's actually got brownie mix on it though, so that's nice. I feel like it's late enough in the day for it to be okay for me to eat half a brownie. Surely, 25 to 12, otherwise known as brownie hour. These masterpieces are what I made over the weekend. These are cream egg brownies. I'll pop the recipe in the description box down below because it was so foolproof that even I managed to not cack it up. Pretty much what it says on the tin. Classic brownie with half a cream egg just wodged in the middle. They are a lot though. They are seriously intense. So we've been sharing half and half each. So while I make Adam's cup of tea, he's on a conference call, I'm going to surprise him with half a brownie. Who said romance ain't dead, huh? Okay, I am armed with a piece of brownie. I have hot tea. My slippers are waiting on my feet. In we go. That is what I would consider the essential setup for anyone tackling anything to do with taxes. It probably doesn't surprise anyone who knows me at all to hear that I am genuinely terrible at staying organised when it comes to anything to do with accounts, taxes. Do I ever remember to keep receipts for anything? And I have now been self-employed with a little bit of employment splodged here and there. I've now been self-employed since 2013, so that is 7 years. As soon as I came out of uni, I was technically self-employed as a freelancer. So that's 7 years and I still can't get my act together. It's just never gonna happen. It takes me literally days on end to get stuff straight enough to send over to my accountant. I'm just awful at it. But anyway, today I'm gonna attempt to tackle April through to June 2019. We're gonna do 3 months. We're gonna get organised. I'm gonna find every single receipt I could possibly need. I'm gonna tally it all up. I'm gonna see how much money I made. I'm gonna see how much money I spent. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna get my shit together. I'm gonna be on the ball. If you can't tell, this is me trying to convince myself that it's all going to be fine and there's going to be absolutely nothing vital or important missing whatsoever. So that's the riveting content for today. Maybe not the best day to choose to pick up the vlogging camera on reflection, but I'll catch up with you in a little while when I have almost inevitably had enough of this within the next 20 minutes. Remind me to never do this again. Although I say that every year and still I haven't learned. You know when you've been sitting at your desk so long that you feel like you're literally like melting into your chair? Like you're turning into an all-in-one blob with your clothes and your chair and the floor and the coffee mug in your hand. I just felt gross, so I've done enough for today. So I just went and had a shower and a hair wash to make myself feel slightly more human again. I need to get away from the screen. So I feel a bit fresher, feeling better, but I've just looked in the mirror, did a little bit of skincare to try and freshen my face up a bit, and noticed that my eyebrows need some serious attention. In one way, they're kind of half disappearing because they're a little bit too pale for my face, and in another way they're taking over my face because I haven't shaped them for ages. So I thought I would do that right now. That feels like a nice little mini pamper that I can do for 10 minutes that'll make me feel a bit more human again. So I need to track down the brow stuff that I like to use, which is the Maybelline one. This is my little makeup bag that Gabby bought me for Christmas, I think. It's so cute, it's got my name on it. Oh, here it is. This is the one that I like to use. You can get it in like Boots, Superdrug. It's super duper cheap and it's great if you can't get to like a salon to get your tint done or whatever and you'd like to get your brows tinted to give them a bit more definition. Not an ad, by the way. I just really like it. It's the Maybelline Tattoo Brow. I always thought it was called Brow Tattoo. I use the shade Dark Brown and basically it's this tiny little tube and it is literally like tar. You see that? I'm thinking about it being like tar makes me think of In the Parent Trap. Where Elizabeth James is really hungover and she has that drink at the bar and she burps and she goes, "Excuse me, I think I just drank tar." I'll warn you in advance, when you first put it on your face, it's not a pretty sight. It's a lot. So first you have to work out your brow shape. So I like to give them a good brush into place. They're so mental at the moment. They're just so big. They're just so big. And then it like semi-permanently, I mean you can see where this is going. It like semi-permanently puts the colour in and it lasts maybe, I want to say, best part of a week. I never do it more than like once every 3 weeks because I'm lazy and I forget. So I mean now look here. I particularly like to try and do this bit down here because my brows get really, really fair down here. And that's my finished brow look. Thanks so much for watching my tutorial. Just a really everyday, natural, soft kind of look. But I mean, hey, if it all goes wrong, doesn't matter because I'm not going to see anyone anyway. So there we have it. New brows. New me. That's not actually the end. I like to leave that on for about 10 minutes and then you do a really satisfying little peel off and then a little bit of the colour stays and keeps them in shape. It's great stuff, I really recommend it. Ta-da! That's what it's actually supposed to look like. Pretty good. And then, now that they're a bit darker, I can now sort them out with a bit of a tweeze. These were actually in a glossy box from a couple of months ago and they're really good. Wow. Is that the postman? What is it? I was just doing my eyebrows, you missed my mad. Shit. Your favourite thing ever. Ta-da! What's that? Oh, make box! I've come downstairs, A, to hang out with Adam because he's set up working. Wrapped up in a blanket on the sofa. Looks very cozy.
It's a little bit cold in the
It
office.
is actually. Today's the first day where it's been a little bit chilly. I hope the good weather comes back. Second reason I've just come downstairs is that the postman has just been with so much post, and it's all stuff that I haven't ordered. I haven't been buying anything because what's the point? But somehow the world's biggest post load has still just turned up, so I thought I'd go through it and we'll see what we've got. A couple of them I'm not entirely sure I should open because it's actually my birthday next week, which I'm sort of excited about and also not excited at all about. A, because I'm turning 29, which sounds incredibly old to me. I can't believe I'm gonna be 29. These might be birthday presents. I know my mum has sent a couple directly for Adam to wrap up, and I think, give that a shake.
Yeah.
That birthday?
You don't see that.
Yes, I do. What is this?
Well, I think this is just something.
Oh, is it just for me?
Yes.
Okay. Little surprise parcel, which is exciting. This is from Benefit. I never really do like post hauls, but I suppose that's what we can call this. This is a post haul. So we've got a little pink box from Benefit. Air Stick Foundation, weightless medium coverage stick foundation. I don't think I've ever used a stick foundation in jazzy stick form. I put it on, but I've got a load of skincare on, so I better not. But that's exciting. I'll definitely give that a try soon. Not that I'm ever wearing makeup at the moment, but I'll still give it a try. Next up, a very unexpected little bag of goodies got delivered to the door from a PR agency, Halpern, and there's so many goodies in these. It's such a nice little surprise. It basically just says, "Dear Lucy, we wanted to send you some products to try to help keep you uplifted during this strange time." One of my favourite things about this has been all the like PR emails and stuff that have come in, like, "Hope you're keeping well during this peculiar occasion," and stuff like that.
In these uncertain times.
In these uncertain times, I hope you're well.
Unprecedented times.
Unprecedented, yeah, that's a really popular one actually. But this bag is full of really, really lovely goodies. So the first thing that I'm actually very excited about, a selection of vitamins, and I never ever remember to take or buy vitamins, so I'm very excited to have a little stash of them. We've got some vitamin D, we've got some vitamin immune system, and some good old vitamin C. Can't go wrong, can you, with good old Vit C. Some Biore? Biore? How would you say that?
Biore.
Biore. It's a Biore. Biore skincare, rose quartz and charcoal. Ooh, that sounds interesting. A gentle pore refining scrub and a cleanser. We've got some Superstar Queen for a Day thickening spray. I like that name. Advanced foaming mouthwash. Not sure how I feel about foaming mouthwash. That sounds like it would feel like that stuff that you like pump into walls to like fill in gaps in walls. That foamy stuff. Yeah. That just like forever expands. TG split end repair cream. I wish I'd used that before I washed my hair. I would have liked to have tried that. Because my hair sure needs a cut. Look at it. It's so long and so heavy. Not quite as desperate for a cut as Adam's is. Adam's reaching all new levels of curtains at the moment. And last but not least, very posh, very fancy, which I've actually just put on my face because I was so excited I couldn't wait to try it. Some Kate Somerville skincare. Who does she think she is, huh? Kate Somerville Exfoliate. I see what you did there. Glow moisturizer. So that's officially the poshest thing that will ever go anywhere near my face. So that was a nice little surprise selection of goodies. Very much looking forward to getting stuck in with those, particularly the vitamins. I suppose that's when you know you're getting old, when you forgo all the exciting beauty products and you're just excited about vitamins. Let's do this one next. So there's a bit of a story to this one. So over on my Instagram last weekend, I think, I decided to do a little series of stories to share loads of the like cute little crafty DIY kits and projects and stuff that I've been doing through lockdown. Most of them were little small businesses. One of the companies I showed on there was this designer called Kate Gillies. I think that's how you say her name, Kate Gillies. And she is like a surface designer. She does really, really cool like terrazzo. Is that how we think we say it? Terrazzo, terrazzo.
I don't know what word you're trying to say.
I don't really know what I'm trying to say either. She's been selling like DIY home kits to make products at home for yourself following her little online classes. Such a cool idea, and I just thought it was great. They look really, really fun. And she very kindly messaged back and said, thank you for sharing, let me send you a kit. So that's just turned up, which I'm so excited about. I've got a kit for a circle coaster and a kit for a square coaster. So maybe I could do these in a video actually, that would be quite fun. Oh, look at this. Here's everything inside. Oh, I'm buzzing to give those a go.
What's that? Milk?
It'll be like the liquid stuff that makes the material. And similarly as well, another little company that I featured in those Instagram crafty stories was a company called Completely Cookied. She reached out to me to see if we would like to try her amazingly beautiful cookies. If you're offering me cookies, I ain't gonna say no. So they're very kind of like intricate, beautiful, bespoke little cookies, kind of like biscuiteers kind of vibe. Oh, she sent the DIY kit as well. We can do our own.
I'm back in the
Look
game.
at this. They can only be better than the donuts, let's put it that way. So, oh, I'm very excited to do those. I mean, ours are inevitably going to be a disaster. However, this is what they're supposed to look like. Oh my god, look at these. We need the food. You are a dirty biscuit thief.
That one's for me.
These are so beautiful. Oh, look at Dumbo. Oh my god, they are absolutely beautiful. So that's what we've got to try and recreate. That is so beautiful, so cute. What a lovely little business. I'll make sure to link all these down below as well, but they are over on my stories if you want to go and check them all out. Wow, I feel bad eating those because they're so pretty.
I will not feel bad eating those. It's their destiny.
Cookie.
What does Dumbo sound like?
Dumbo doesn't speak. That was actually one of the questions on my quiz round that I did. It was, who is the only main lead title Disney character to not speak any lines in their movie? This guy. And last but not least, in this never-ending post haul of things that I didn't order, is this enormous bag. And this is my latest make box, which I'm really excited about. I've raved about them so many times, but they're basically a monthly craft subscription box. For a while, she wasn't taking new customers while all this craziness was going on, but I think they're back open now, so if that's something you're interested in or you want to give it a try, I'll link it in the description box. This month I am particularly excited about it because I'm learning how to weave. It's like a full-on little weaving frame.
Oh my word.
How cool is that?
You're like a medieval maiden.
Here's all my materials to learn how to make woven wall hangings. I'm so excited. This is one of the things that I've wanted to learn to do for ages. Actually, speaking of craft projects, I have actually got a couple of completed things which I can show you for once. Normally I just show you half-started things that I'm currently doing. But over the last couple of days, I've actually finished, well, if you include the puzzle, I've completed 3 projects this week. That's quite impressive, isn't it? You're not listening. So number 1, this is what I literally spent 10 million hours working on, but I'm quite proud of this because this was maybe the hardest puzzle I've ever done. It was this Harry Potter puzzle, which I picked up from Primark literally donkeys years ago, not realising how precious it would be. But it was 1,000 pieces jobby, and I did it. Look how satisfying that is. The frame around the edge was an absolute killer. It literally took me so long to do this like wooden pattern around the edge. I'm very proud of myself having completed that because I tried it once before and literally had a small tantrum over it because it was so difficult.
A small tantrum.
A full-on tantrum.
The puzzle was put away.
The puzzle was put away and kept away from me for a while because it made me so grumpy because I couldn't do it. Then the second thing, which I completed the other day, this is my little paint by numbers that I finally finished. It's literally just hanging slapdash off these shelves in the corner. But how cute is that? I finally finished my little plant painting as well. And the cat was supposed to be grey, but I mean, obviously, had to turn it into a little mini flow. It took so long because I wanted to make it really, really neat. Like the detail in it is actually really small and time consuming, but finally completed that. I've got another one of those to do and I really, really enjoyed doing that. So that's cool. And the last thing, which I finally finished last night, I'm really proud of this as well actually. There's something very satisfying about these little crafty projects. Last night I finally finished last month's make box. which was this little embroidered clock. I haven't put a battery in it yet, so it's telling the wrong time, but I think it's turned out really nice. There's a little close-up of my handiwork for you. I think it's actually really pretty. I really like the colours in it. I like the mustard and the green. Little pop of bright blue. We'll definitely hang that up somewhere. Maybe just in a slightly darker corner of the house somewhere. So I was just about to wrap this one up for today and then had a bit of an epiphany and a realisation. Actually, all I've done today in this video really is moan about doing my taxes and then do my eyebrows really badly. So I thought to, you know, jazz it up a little bit, make it slightly more interesting, maybe by about 6%. I would have a little chat about books. I used to do quite regular sit-down videos talking about, I think I used to do like the 10 books I'd read recently or something. Anyway, let's chat books, shall we? I've got 3 which I've finished and that I can tell you a little bit about and give you my recommendations for, and then I've got 2 new ones. A lot of people have got a lot of time on their hands right now and books are the best time filler. So if you're stuck for something to read, need some recommendations, here we go. First one, which I'm going to give a little shout out to, is this one, The Familiars by Stacey Halls. I actually read this quite a while ago. There were 2 main reasons that I picked up this book. A, I am a sucker for a beautiful cover. I can't help it. Thought that was very, very lovely. And B, it's about witchcraft in the 1600s. And you know I'm all over that. In a time of suspicion and accusation, to be a woman is the greatest risk of all. Lancashire 1612, Fleetwood Shuttleworth is 17 years old, married and pregnant for the 4th time. Bloody hell, love. But as mistress at Gawthorpe Hall, she still has no living child, and her husband Richard is anxious for an heir. Then she crosses paths by chance with Alice Gray, a young midwife who promises to help her give birth to a healthy baby. When Alice is drawn into the witchcraft accusations that are sweeping the northwest, Fleetwood risks everything by trying to help her. As the legendary Pendle witch trials approach and Fleetwood's stomach continues to grow, time is running out, and both of their lives are at stake. I really enjoyed this. I found all the writing about the Pendle witch trials really interesting. It's really lovely, beautiful, like richly written fiction. It's like gothic fiction and it's quite gripping and there's a lot of suspense and a lot of characters who you should be able to trust, who you can't necessarily trust, and all that kind of good stuff. Literally my one issue with this book is that the main character is called Fleetwood. Fleetwood Shuttleworth. What a name. And it's always just really great, isn't it, to read really good fiction about female friendship with a bit of witchcraft chucked in. I mean, that's my perfect mix, to be honest. Number 2 is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I picked this up a little while ago because I had just finished The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by the same author, which is without a doubt one of my favourite books I've ever read. So this one, everyone knows Daisy Jones and the Six. Their albums were on every turntable, they sold out arenas from coast to coast, their sound defined an era, and then on 12th of July 1979, they split. Nobody ever knew why, until now. The only thing that's certain is that from the moment Daisy Jones walked barefoot onto the stage at the Whiskey, the band were irrevocably changed. This is the story of their incredible rise and fall, the ambition, the desire, the heartbreak, and the music. I actually haven't quite finished this yet. I put this down to start the next one that I'm going to show you, which is one of my worst habits. I've really enjoyed it. I definitely haven't enjoyed it as much as I loved Evelyn Hugo, but this is still a really great story. It's just a real testament to the author, really, that I keep forgetting while I'm reading this that this band isn't real. It genuinely reads like a real band music autobiography or like interviews that they're all giving. It kind of reads like a documentary. All of the characters are extremely cool. It's like set in the 70s, so it's got a real kind of cool, fun vibe to it. And something particularly impressive about this book as well, which I think is very unique, I've never really seen it before, is that the songs that the band kind of have through the story, a lot of the lyrics are like written. I don't know, I just thought that was really cool that the author had not only created this like band and all these people and all these characters that seem so real, it feels like you're reading a documentary, but like it's even fleshed out with their own songs and their song lyrics, and I really want to I want to hear the songs even though they don't exist. Yeah, it's just a really fun read, very unique, never really read anything like it, and I'm looking forward to finishing it. And the third one, this is what I finished reading, when did I finish this? 2 days ago, maybe 3 days ago. This is the book that made me actually want to do this little chat about books, because I completely devoured this. My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. Before I start talking about this book should probably be prefaced with a huge trigger warning of anything to do with sexual abuse, grooming, that kind of thing. So anything along those lines, if that's a difficult one for you, this ain't the book. So it's a story about a girl called Vanessa who goes to boarding school and is groomed by her teacher. And then the book alternates between 2 time points. So one chapter will be written from the time at the school while she was being groomed in the 90s. And then the next chapter will be from, I think it was 2017, when she's a grown woman, and it all kind of comes back to face her through the Me Too movement, because another girl has come forward. It's as dark as it sounds. I mean, it's not a light-hearted one, this one, and I will fully say that a lot of it is, I don't know what the right word is, uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable to read, a lot of it. Very kind of unsettling. It really kind of tilts you off kilter. Like, obviously the bits that are the perspective of a 15-year-old girl, this relationship with their teacher almost becomes like it's like a passionate love affair. But as an adult reader, you can see the abuse that's going on and the darkness of it and that kind of thing. So that's a really interesting like dynamic as a reader. And I've been sitting here for a couple of minutes trying to think what else to say about it, but it's just it's quite haunting and it's quite an eye-opener. It was very powerful and really hooked me, and I think enjoyed is the wrong word, but I mean, I read it from cover to cover and just thought it was brilliant. And I thought I would also show you the next 2 that I've got lined up to read. So I'm going to finish Daisy Jones, hopefully tonight. Then I'm either going to go for this one, Where the Crawdads Sing, which I've heard really good things about. This one's by Delia Owens. And this one was a bit of a spontaneous purchase. I bought this ages ago. Adults by Emma Jane Unsworth. I bought this because she is the author of Animals, which I haven't read, but I saw the movie for and really enjoyed. And I also bought this because it was signed by the author. I found it in foils in Waterloo before therapy. Buying books before therapy is literally like my worst habit ever. And I thought, seeing as it's signed, I'll pick it up and give it a go. Jenny is unloved, unemployable, and emotionally unfiltered. Same. Her long-suffering friends seem sick of her, and while her social media portrays her life as a bed of roses, it's more of a dying succulent. So there is my little book roundup of the day. I'll try and do more of these because I know a lot of people did enjoy the book videos, and I know a lot of people miss my old videos. I'm sorry. So I think that is all from us today. Isn't it, Florence? I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thanks for hanging out with me today while I didn't really do very much at all. I think we're having satay noodles tonight, which sounds like a top-notch idea to me. And we're also gonna watch that quiz program that everyone's been talking about, which is like the dramatization of the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire cheat, which I'm really looking forward to watching. I think that's all for today. I really hope you're keeping all right. I hope you're not going too crazy. Make sure you're looking after yourself. Eat breakfast. Have a wash, do calm, nice, creative things, and I'll see you guys very soon with another video. I'm gonna say bye. Bye from us.